Whenever there's an exchange, are you aware an exchange culminates in you losing something, but you also get something? Are you following me? When you say something is exchanged, it means you were giving something in place of. But in this kind of exchange, something better lives for something lesser. A living child left for a dead baby. Meaning when there's an exchange, somebody collects a corrupted life, a lower in value life. A life that's almost valueless, but it's just there. Living that. And when they say pray, somebody tells you about prayer. You're already born again, don't pray. Are you serious? You don't understand this thing. Abiathar was a priest following the Lord. He never knew that there was a word spoken over his great. How many great? 5. That was the 5th generation. Great. Abe? Yeah. Great grandfather. That was Eli. When Ophni and Phinehas, let me tell you what Ophni and Phinehas did. All the women that brought their sacrifices, because then this is what God does. When you bring animal sacrifice, what the Lord does, you take out the fat. You know fat. You shrink out the fat. You burn it. The Lord does not need the fat. It's the flesh. You don't just bring the whole animal. You take out the fat. You take it out, and the flesh, you bring it before the Lord. And that becomes the sacrifice. So what Phinehas was doing, they would take out the fat, give God the fat, and take the flesh. You are not following what I'm saying? So it was not just bad enough that they were taking, it was better they took all the animals. There will be no problem. They will carry, it was like mockery. The waste, they'll go and give God the fat. And they will take the flesh and start laughing. God say, So God told Eli that he was angry with them. You know what Eli did? Eli came. He began to advise them. My children, if anybody offends man can intercede. But if anybody offends God, nobody can plead for them. This thing you are doing. Do you know Samuel's children were useless too? Yes. When Israel told Samuel, your children have been made judges over us. See what they are doing. Samuel didn't advise them. He removed them. That's why Samuel was a prophet that God honored. Samuel didn't advise them. Samuel didn't have a discussion. This is what has been said about you. Leave. Took them out of office. And God said, Samuel, you have done well. That is why in Israel, anytime God is angry and God wants to destroy Israel, God says, there are only 2 people that if they were here and they cried to me, I will turn my back. But I'm so angry with you people now that if these people were here and cried to me, I will not still forgive you. Moses, Samuel. Jeremiah 15 verse 1. God said, Moses and Samuel stood before me, I will not forgive you guys. Then said the Lord unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be toward these people. Cast them out of my sight. How did a man walk with God to a level years after the man was dead? God said, there are only 2 people that will stand before me and I'll turn my mind. But these people have so offended me that if these 2 men were around, I'm not even sure I'll forgive these people. In other words, these people have a soft... You see, Moses was this man. He knew how to penetrate into the mind, to buy into the mind of God. The inner recesses of God's compassion. God said, Moses, these people have offended me. Step aside. Let me wipe them off. Through you, I will raise up a seed. Moses said, God, no problem. Maybe you know Pharaoh. While we are living, he said you are going to kill all of us in the wilderness. Now you want to kill all of us. No problem. I'm the one that brought them out. They were on their own. I went after. So kill me first. God said, Moses, this boy. All right, go on. They do something else again. He said, you are a merciful God. You are rich in mercy. You knew they were going to do this before you brought them out. Whatever they are doing now should not bother you. They have brought the character and the attitude of Egypt. They have brought it here. God said, Moses. Yeah.